Great way to start the game. I mean, we've been trying to get something going in the kicking game, and that's a great way to start it. It would even been better if the defense just didn't go out there and let them take it down and score. I mean, it was like starting, after about 3 minutes in the game, it was like starting 0-0 again because it was 7-7.
Yeah.
But no, that's a big-time deal for us to get a big play in the kicking game.
And then you get another one in the running game with that 50-yard run?
Yeah, that's good. I mean, that's what we ought to do. We ought to do that more often than we've been doing it. Now, the kicking game's special. Whenever you return a kickoff for a touchdown or a punt for a touchdown, that's special. That's really, really hard to do. But popping a run and having a guy outrun, some people, that should happen in our offense. That should happen more often than it does.
What are your thoughts on the rushing game? Over 250 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Well, I don't know what the stat is. Anytime we rush over 200 yards, we seem to win. I think at a very high rate. So our offense did a nice job running the ball. I mean, the only bad thing that they did was get those penalties that took us out of scoring range a few times. Made it 1st and 20 instead of 1st and 10. I mean, that we got to shore that up. That's got to get better. But we did block well at the line of scrimmage, and our running backs ran really hard, and that's fun to watch.
Did this feel kind of like one of those, vintage Aztec games where you see those big plays like you were talking about? Did it feel kind of, it's been a while?
Well, I don't know. In our new offense, I think if they put enough guys up there, we have to be able to throw it. And tonight we were able to run it, so we didn't have to throw it near as much. But the throwing game got us a couple critical first downs on a couple drives.
Yeah, that 10-minute drive, what were you going through your mind, a 20-play, 10-minute drive?
Well, it's great when they keep the ball for 10 minutes, especially if they score. But getting a field, it's very disappointing to go in the locker room that you keep the ball for the whole quarter and drive it consistently down the field and then only get a field goal. I would have said that they went into halftime with the momentum, because that's a hell of to play on defense for 10 minutes and hold them to a field goal, that's a darn good job of defense right there. Yeah. So I would say at halftime they had the momentum.
What's your impression of the defense slowing down Lob?
I thought, except for a couple really long passes they completed, I thought we kept him under control. I mean, we kept him below his percentage rate, right? We intercepted a pass at the end. He's only thrown 2. We were only rushing 4, so there wasn't a whole lot of heat on them. So I thought the guys were pretty disciplined in coverage. The last one's ridiculous, though. I mean, when you're winning the game by however many we're winning, and we tell them to let them throw it in front of us, tackle them, and let them inch it down the field, do not give up the big one, and we give up a big one, that's ridiculous.